Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Thank you so much for clicking on the video, and today we have another new deck. So two main win conditions, oh my god. Two main win conditions, the Prince and the Elite Barbarians are the two main cards you definitely will be needing in this deck. So these two, if you have a decent level when it actually comes to these two cards, and definitely this is one deck you definitely will be needing. So we have Tesla over here as well. That will come in really handy. Make sure you have a decent level Tesla. If you have Tesla, this one and this one, then definitely make sure you're using this deck. So I am up at this Electro Valley, and I definitely did try using this deck. I did run 2 to 3 attacks, and pretty much all the 3 of them I actually did win. So that definitely gives a sign that you can actually use this up in these IR leagues as well. So make sure you're using this deck. So the only legendary card you probably will be needing is the miner. Now if you don't have the miner, you can probably take in the barrel. That will really help a lot, but then the miner is definitely the one you actually will be needing. So we have Skeleton Army, the baby dragon as well. So the baby dragon in my case is low in terms of level, but then if you don't want the baby dragon, you can actually take in maybe that does Ayrus Splash, so maybe a Witch or Visit or something like that actually does Ayrus Splash, and that will definitely come in over here. So the Tesla over here will be really important. Make sure you're having a decent level Tesla, and then these two are there to just help you out there. The Skeleton Army, if you don't have a decent level one, then you can take in the Goblin gang. I have level 10, but then I prefer this one, and then we definitely will be needing the miner as well. So let's just get into some replays as to how this deck should be used. So before that, make sure to subscribe to the channel for Clash of Clans or Clash Royale content. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and make sure you click on the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any of my new videos, and you'll get notified when I put a new one. Okay, so we're gonna attack a level 10 guy, Jorian, and we're just gonna put in good luck up at first. So we're gonna take in tanks as well. So he's gonna start over with the barrel, and then we're gonna put in the elite barbarians, and we're just gonna put in the miner over here. So he's definitely not happy with that. So the reason why we're actually putting in the miner over there, because we want the tower. We want the tower to lock on to the elite barbarians. The miner. So again, see the elite barbarians, the amount of damage the single elite barbarian, the amount of damage it actually does. So we're actually going to arrow that and take down the princess as well. So he's coming up with barrel again. I shouldn't actually use the arrow over there, but then that was pretty good timing. That was a pretty good way to actually bait down the barrel. So bait down my arrows there. That was a really clever one. So I'm going to put in the Tesla over here, but then the Tesla is going to take it down. That's really nice. So before the princess could actually do in another shot, the Tesla did take it down. So we're definitely in lead over here. So the miner will be taking down the ice wizard, which is unfortunate, but then he'll switch over, not a big problem. But then the Tesla over here is gonna do some damage over here. So now we're gonna put in the prince over here, and we're gonna get ready with our baby dragon along with the prince, because the prince all by himself cannot do any damage. So we're gonna put in the baby dragon just so that it's gonna do some area splash and kill it down. So he's gonna come up with the barrel over here. So we're gonna get ready with our arrows here. I don't know what I was actually doing, but then I should have actually placed that kind of early, but then I actually didn't. So he's coming up with some distraction party over here. So definitely my prince will not make it this time. So we're actually gonna put in the Tesla over here and deal with it this time. But then the Tesla is taking it down. So oh my goodness, that was a really bad choice from this guy. So you see the Tesla here is really good, because if you would have actually had any other building, like maybe a mortar or something like that, not the mortar, like maybe Inferno Tower or something like that, the princess would have actually stood from behind, and actually she would have been shooting that. But then that's not the case with this. So he's again trying to be clever. So we're actually going to place the Tesla backwards and defend ourselves. So we're going to be clever than that guy this time. We're not going to let him do any more damage to that tower. So again, we're going to do in a combo. We're actually going to put in the baby dragon along with the what is that? What is he? What is this guy? The prince. So those two will actually do a really great combo, to be honest. You definitely can't expect anything more. So the prince again couldn't do much of a damage, so we're just gonna keep the elite barbarians ready this time. He's actually gonna put in the Inferno Tower this time, I guess, but then both of them are gonna lock on to that Inferno Tower, and the Inferno Tower hopefully will be down. I guess it's gonna go down, so we're actually gonna put in another Tesla, because this guy is actually gonna come up with what is that, the barrel. So we're gonna actually put it in the skeleton army, and we're not gonna let this guy do any damage. 169 more. We're gonna put in the elite barbarians, and there's gonna be so much more pressure. We're actually gonna put that down there, and the what is that, the Inferno Tower. I don't know what's happening over here. I don't know. The Inferno Tower is gonna lock onto the elite barbarians, but then the prince over here is again gonna do some damage over here, and we pretty much get that victory. So you definitely cannot ignore the princess. I mean the prince. Oh my goodness. So that's what I actually wanted to say. You definitely cannot ignore the prince. Okay, so here is another replay, a level 11 guy, and I really hate when I actually see any guy coming up with a Sparky, because it's really hard for me to counter against it. But then we can just deal with that because we have the rocket. So if I didn't have the rocket, then definitely it would have been a big threat for me. So we're gonna start over with the elite barbarians. Now this time, this guy came in really strong, you see. This guy is really good at his attacking style, because he actually did have some really good counters for me. But then apart from that, the elite barbarians over there did some crazy bit of damage. But then the Sparky over here, from the other hand, will be doing some damage to me. But then see the amount of damage the Sparky is doing. I really hate the Sparky. The fact that you just cannot ignore it. You just have to get at least one shot, unless you're just gonna rocket it or something. So he's gonna, oh my goodness, he just took it down. I don't know how I actually won this, but then I definitely did win. So this Sparky did some damage to that tower as well, but then, oh my goodness, what just did happen? I actually don't know what just happened over here. But then he's gonna fireball the tower over here, and it's a misplaced one. So we're gonna get ready with the arrows, and we're just gonna arrow them all up. And oh my goodness, I absolutely don't know how I just won this. But then there's 172 on this side, so there's definitely a chance that we actually can win over here. So we're actually gonna put in the Tesla, I guess, up at this point. We just want to be clever. So I definitely am ready with the rocket, just in case this guy is actually going to come up with the Sparky. I know he's going to come up with the Sparky, but then I don't know what this guy is up to. Then we're going to put in the elite barbarians over here. We're going to get ready with the rockets and rocket those guys down, and he didn't actually do anything. So we're just going to take down both the witch as well as the Sparky. So that's definitely one thing that I actually did like about the rocket placement. So we're gonna actually put in the miner over here to do some damage over here, and he's definitely gonna do some damage. He's definitely gonna take that tower down. Yes, he does. He's really cool at that. So we're gonna put in the prince and get ready with our what is that, the arrows. We're just gonna arrow them all up, but then we actually take down that second tower. Oh my goodness, this guy is so unlucky. We're actually gonna put in the skeleton army over here. I don't know what this guy is gonna put up, but then the witch is almost down as well, so the giant is almost down as well. So that was really nice. So we again have the Tesla in cycle. We're actually gonna force this guy to actually waste up some elixir on this one. So again, he's putting in a minion horde, and I definitely have a counter for that. So I don't know what this guy is up to. So I'm gonna rocket this guy down here. I don't know what I'm up to. Then we're gonna put in the skeleton army up in here, and oh my goodness, what's just happening? So I just rocketed down, and I'm gonna put in the skeleton army to deal with the giant. So the giant over here is just gonna take in one shot. Oh my goodness, almost at it. But then we definitely got the victory here. 589 versus the second tower down. So we definitely got that lead over there. But then we definitely got the victory over there as well. So that's it. So hopefully you got an idea on how this deck actually works. You definitely have the miner to put in some pressure and do some chip damage to that tower, just in case you have around 40-50 hit points to be taken down. You can put in the miner. Of course, the placement of the miner is really important. If you actually don't place it well, then definitely not going to do any damage at all. But then we have these two main cards that actually will do a lot of damage if you just ignore them. If you just leave them, they're just going to take that tower down and probably proceed to that main tower as well. So definitely the opponent has to watch on these two. So we have an Ayrus splash unit up in here as well to help these two clear down, just in case they have those distraction party, just like maybe a skeleton army, or maybe the this one, or maybe this one. So just in case they put in that, you have the baby dragon to defend against it. So we have the Tesla, the rockets as well to do some damage. So that's pretty much how this deck will be actually going to be used. So it's pretty simple. Make sure you use this. You can probably come up to Electro Wily. So thank you so much for watching till the very end. I'm Ayrus, and I'll be seeing you next time on LED. Goodbye.